Airsoft. Airsoft is a sport in which participants eliminate opponents by hitting each other with spherical, non-metallic pellets launched via replica firearms called airsoft guns. Gameplay varies in style and composition but often range from short-term skirmishes, organized scenarios, CQB, field, military simulations, or historical reenactments and speedball. Combat situations on the battlefield may involve the use of military tactics to achieve objectives set in each game. Participants may attempt to emulate the tactical equipment and accessories used by modern military and police organizations. The guns used in airsoft are typically imitation firearms. They have a mechanism for shooting projectiles 6mm or 8mm in diameter. Practical shooting is the fastest growing shooting sport in the world today. Combining the elements of speed, power, and accuracy, it is a venue that seeks to develop and test an individual's shooting skills in a controlled sporting environment. Practical shooting matches are realistic, diverse, and fun, mixing props such as barricades, doors, shooting ports, tunnels, and other everyday objects with full or partially exposed targets, moving targets, penalty-carrying no-shoot targets, and skill-reactive targets to test the skills and techniques of the practical shooting competitor. Practical shooting is done freestyle. There's no single method by which a shooting scenario may be engaged. Individual competitors may have their own solution to the shooting problem at hand. Each competitor's resulting score is determined by the number of hits made on a given target divided by the elapsed time needed to complete the scenario. Paintball is a sport in which players compete in teams or individually to eliminate opponents by tagging them with capsules containing water-soluble dye and gelatin shell outside, referred to as paintballs, propelled from a device called a paintball marker, commonly referred to as a paintball gun. Paintballs are composed of a non-toxic, biodegradable, water-soluble polymer.
Na-enjoy natin, wala nang mag-aangat ng mas. Okay, importante yan. Kasi once na tamaan tayo sa mata, nakabulag yan. So, no light firing, yung bumabaril tayo, iniisip na yung binabaril. Kasi, malay nyo, may kapitay sa harap, walang cover yung next natin. Tapos, kung nakikita yung bulot sa sayer, pwede na pupulutin. Sasabarin tayo. Sir, lapit tayo sir. Sa left, safety. So, hindi siya puputok. Ito po. Push nyo tong left, safety. So, pag kailangan gamitin, push nyo tong right. Dito pa yan. Woo! Okay?
Ulit kuya.
Ito po safety sa left.
Pag left.
So, sa right.
Hindi na pumutok.
So itong kasaan sumasabit sa taguan, bumababa siya. So hindi siya gagana. Check nyo lang siya pag nakababa siya, kasan nyo lang sa pesos. Okay, ito po.
So ito yung baril na ginagamit sa paintball. Ito yung gas. Tapos ito yung safety. As trigger, guard trigger. Tapos dito nilalagay yung mga bala. Tapos baril. Tapos yan. So, ayun, parang meron din siyang front side sa rear side. So yan. Tapos eto, di ba ito yung gas? So, siya yung nagre-release ng pressure para mabaril yung mga paintball. Tapos yung paintball, siya yung parang frangible bullet. Yung pag tinamaan, nag-e-expand.
the game is regularly played at a sporting level with organized competition involving major tournaments, professional teams, and players. Paintball technology is also used by military forces, law enforcement, paramilitary and security organizations to supplement military training, as well as playing a role in riot response and non-lethal suppression of dangerous suspects. Games can be played on very hard floors, in indoor fields or outdoor fields of varying sizes. A game field is scattered within natural or artificial terrain which players use for tactical cover. Game types in paintball vary but can include capture the flag, elimination, ammunition limits, defending or attacking a particular point or area, or capturing objects of interest hidden in the playing area. Depending on the variant played, games can last from seconds to hours or even days in scenario play. The legality of paintball varies among countries and regions. In most areas where regulated play is offered, players are required to wear protective masks, and game rules are strictly enforced. Masks are not required in the staging area.
So ano na-realize mo? Ikaw po na.
Serious shit ang Mark.
Oh my God!
Pero pwede ka talaga. Ano nga ano ba? For recreation lang nakakasakit na siya. Paano pa kaya kung guns talaga ginagamit na nila? Ang hirap mag-aim. Pag walang rear sight.
May rear side yun!
Wala akong rear sight na yung nag-aim. Tsaka sa moving target, ang hirap naman. Kahit si Mike pa yun. Ouch!
Magaling ka magtago.
Mike, ako naman.
Masaya siya. Maganda na na-invento tong paintball na to as a sport kasi doon marirealize ng mga players kung gaano kahalaga yung mga soldiers na ako, personally, na-experience ko kung paano pumaril ng paintball. Yun nga, tulad ng sabi ni Gian, paintball pa lang to, what more kung sa war na or yun, yung mga totoong baril na, hindi patay ka na agad, wala nang second chance. So, ayun, maganda, masaya.
Hater.
Go ahead, man.
O si sharpshooter.
Sakit na headshot.
Yung
Halos
nakakatawa.
mawalan na ng abilidad para makapagsulat. It's a matter of life and death ang laban natin. ang experience na to, dito natin ma-appreciate talaga ang paano talaga sa isang pull lang ng trigger, marami nang pwedeng mangyari. Parang ganyan.
Laser tag. Laser tag is a team or individual or recreational activity where players attempt to score points by tagging targets, typically with a handheld infrared emitting targeting device called the phasers. Laser tag is a popular game and can be played by any person. Compared to paintball or airsoft, laser tag is painless because it has no physical projectiles used.
The phaser contains a sensor towards the front that must be covered. If you don't cover it with your hand, when you squeeze the trigger, your phaser won't activate and you'll be a walking target. To target an opponent player, simply aim your phaser towards their blinking lights and blast them by pressing the trigger. If you tag the player, their vest will register the tag. Be disabled for a short period of time.
Pag nabaril ka,
Wait, paano yung sabi niya walking target
When you
part?
tag the player, your tag will confirm the tag by making a noise.
hawak mo dun sa gun.
Okay. Mana-sense niya?
Kapag binitawan mo ng isa lang, hindi siya puputok.
Each time you tag an opposing player in one of the sensor zones, you'll score points. 50 for the shoulders and phaser, 200 for the front, 100 for the back. During this game, the base stations will be active. To destroy a base station, aim at the blinking lights and blast away until you see and hear the base station destroyed.
Hindi ganito yun. Di ba? Pag binaril mo siya, nag-shoot siya ng laser. So yung laser, naka-register yung name mo or account mo dun. Tapos, yun, pag sinot mo dun sa target, marireceive niya yung name mo. Tapos yun.
A slingshot is among the oldest and most primitive tools ever built. It is a small hand-powered projectile weapon made of a Y-shaped material, having an elastic band attached to the prongs. It can be powerful enough to hunt game such as birds and smaller rodents. Today, it is mostly used by kids as a play toy, knocking over targets such as bottles. To use, put your projectile on the inside part of the leather piece of the slingshot. Pull the leather and the projectile with your good hand so that the rubber is completely stretched out. Then let it go.
Among the many techniques mastered by those who play Holland is shooting, done by holding the marble between the bent index finger and the knuckle of the thumb, then flipping the marble forward towards its target by the straightening action of the thumb. This must be done knuckles down, which means that the knuckle of the hand doing the shooting must be pressed to the ground when the marble is released. The goal of each shot is to hit one of the marbles in the center and knock it out of the circle. If the player knocks out a marble, then they get to keep the marble for the rest of the game. They also get to take another turn. If no marble is knocked out of the circle, the other player then gets a turn. The player with the most marbles at the end of the game is the winner.